the Bruins might just have the most underrated player in the NHL. The kind of tear that Morgan Geekie is on is insane right now. I looked up the top goal scorers in the NHL this morning. 3 guys tied at the top: Nathan MacKinnon, Leon Draisaitl, and Morgan Geekie. One of these things is very much not like the other, but maybe we need to start getting used to the name. Morgan Geekie is that guy. And it's not just right now. Like, we're going back to last season as well. Morgan Geekie tied for first. Yeah, he got his 13th and 14th goals last night. That was in his 22nd game of the season for the Bruins this year. Last year, his 14th goal of the season came on January 25th. He got his on November 19th this year. And lest we forget, last year, that after he got his 14th on January 25th, he scored 33 for the season. So he got a wicked late start last year, and he still had by far the best goal output of his career. Like, if you're taking it from last January, it's still him and David Pastrnak as two of the highest scoring goal scorers in the NHL in that time frame. So just going off of that, the last 5 months of games, Morgan Geekie has 33 goals. It's crazy. He's on pace for 52 goals this year. And like, this isn't that small a sample size. We're a quarter of the way through the season. More so. We're more than a quarter of the way through this thing. We're talking about Celebrini and Bedard for Canada. Do we need to be talking about Morgan Geekie for Canada? All the kid does is put the biscuit in the basket. Better than almost anybody in the league. And I was worried about that contract. You can go back and find the short. It's on the Instagram channel, right? Instagram. Yeah. It's on the YouTube channel, Instagram account. It's there. I was really wary of this Morgan Geekie 6-year contract worth whatever, $5.5, $6 million as he enters into his prime at age 27, because we hadn't seen him do it before last year. We didn't know if Morgan Geekie was a first-line winger. Of course, he had the great benefit of playing with David Pastrnak. And like, let's not get it twisted. That is a huge reason why he's tied for first in the league in goals and why he had such a good season last year. Like, he had 33 goals and 24 assists. So it's not like he's driving play offensively, but he's scoring. And last I checked, the team that scores more typically wins the hockey game. And by the way, kind of a subsect of this is David Pastrnak. What a passer he has become the last 2 seasons or so. They were talking about it actually in the intermission report last night. I think Jaffe was saying it. Like, this is not the perfection line days anymore, you know, where he's just getting these unbelievable services from Marchand and specifically Bergeron and just putting it home. Like, David Pastrnak is driving the play. The guy who's the benefit of it is Morgan Geekie. And the reason I was really worried about that contract was because he had an insane shooting percentage last year. Like, everything pointed to Morgan Geekie not being very versatile. You couldn't play him up and down the lineup. He's not going to do other things really other than score goals. I mean, he uses the body well. He protects the puck well. And you know that, you know, whatever, 65% of his points came from David Pastrnak directly. So it just, and the luck factor, right? He had a 22% shooting percentage last year, which was second in the league, only behind Braden Point, which was like 22.2. So he's right there as the highest shooting percentage in the league. Like, some of that is a little bit of luck. Except this year, with his 14 goals, tied for the league lead, this year, he has a 25% shooting percentage. It's even better than the absurd number he put up last year. And I get it. It's only November, right? There's plenty of season left. But we're not talking about 5 games in. We're not talking about 10 games in. We're talking about more than a quarter of the way through the season. This was a guy who was cut by the Kraken a couple years ago. The Kraken, who have no idea what they're doing. They can't get anything right. And his point totals have gone as follows. From his first season of the league where he played 2 games and had 3 goals, by the way. 4 points to 9 points to 22, 28, cut by Seattle, goes to Boston, 39-point season in 23-24, and you're like a pig in shit, right? Like, awesome. You got that from Geekie, from Trent Frederick, from Danton Heinen. You got a 60-point season from Charlie Coyle. You were just playing with house money. And then Morgan Geekie is the only one that eclipses that the next year. He gets 57. And now he's on pace to score 50 goals. I don't think he's going to get to 50. But it's really not crazy to think of a Morgan Geekie 40-goal season. That's not nuts. It's really not. Maybe the luck will run out at some point, but right now he's a consistent player over a decent amount of time here. And he's got an incredible NHL shot. That's his attribute. He's got a wonderful shot. He's not going to be drive and play, creating a lot of stuff, but his shot is amazing. And that's why he is where he is. So for now, I was wrong about Morgan Geekie. Very pleasantly wrong about Morgan Geekie. I was worried about that contract, but it looks like you've got a guy who is taking him through his prime and is a goal scorer in this league. Is he going to lead the league all the time? No. But is he a dependable goal scorer in this league? He sure as hell looks like one. Like, I would have been, if you had told me at this contract, when it was signed, when I saw the shooting percentage and all the things that we just talked about, I would have said, man, is it more likely for Morgan Geekie to have a 30-goal season again? Or would you just be happy to have a 20-goal season? And I'd be happy with a 20-goal season. He's going to get there before Christmas. McKinnon, Draisaitl, Hart Trophy winners, Art Ross winners, Rocket Richard winners. And Morgan Geekie, right there, same plane, same conversation. Who could have saw that coming at any point of the season? Morgan Geekie, one of the most underrated players in the NHL, you bet your ass, because no one's talking about him. If you went to a Bruins game tomorrow at TD Garden and you rocked up to the pro shop, you cannot get a Morgan Geekie jersey. You need to order it custom. Think about that. Here's a guy who's on pace to score 50 goals. He was your second leading scorer last year. You can't buy his jersey in the damn pro shop. It's kind of nuts. It's kind of nuts. But maybe that is the bright spot of this Bruins team, is that there are a bunch of guys who you'd want the jerseys for right now that's not available in the shop. I'm getting a Nikita Zadorov one tomorrow, as a matter of fact. A little bit longer because you got to order it custom. But Geekie's been awesome. Murat Husnudinov has filled in well. Pavel Zacha is on pace to have a career year. Can't buy his jersey. Things are going well. Things are trending in the right direction overall, even though they've lost 2 games in a row. And when you look at this season, a huge reason why they've scored as many goals as they have and why they're as good as they've been, Morgan Geekie's right near the top of that list. Besides Pastrnak, he might be the next biggest reason. And Marco Sturm. And he fits well for Marco Sturm. So let me know what you think. Do you love the Morgan Geekie contract now? Is he one of the most underrated players in the league? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. We come at you live on YouTube every weekday, noon Eastern time, and then wherever you get your podcasts as well. Your lunchtime alternative to Boston Sports Talk Radio is right here on the Wicked Boston Show with Cam Stewart. And you can check out all kinds of Bruins content from myself and Dan Conlon on the Garden Level podcast, baby. It is exclusive Bruins. It's nothing but Bruins talk. We're dropping episodes every week, and we're hitting the streets. So check that out as well.